Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Inner Peace with Netta. And I'm live today. I was actually going to do another video with the second universal law. Wasn't really feeling good today. I was feeling a little sick, but I had to get this video out. I know a lot of things is going on in the world, and of course, I always tell you that external should not affect our internal. It does not mean that we are blind to what's going on out in the world, but we cannot let it affect us internally. But I made the video yesterday how, it's time for us to rise up and that we matter. And that I'm doing this live because I just really don't have any words. Because I just have a vast amount of emotions, and I've just been, asking spirit, just trying to get grounded and seeing where do we go from here, because I'm angry, I'm upset, but then I'm going in and it's like this is all happening for a reason. And first, to all the people of color, little brown and Black little boys and girls and young teens and just people out there, it's, of course, you matter. No one has to tell you you matter. That should be instilled. No matter what society says, you matter. It does not matter what color flesh you are, you matter, okay? And when other races and other people are being affected and it's not your race or whatever, we should all help. It doesn't have to be police brutality. It's just, it does not matter. And we have this system which is getting broken down. And it's ending, but we need to destroy it. It's going through the phase of destruction, before we can rebuild. And it just, all of this, what we're feeling inside, I'm going to just tell people, when people go low, go high. Do not do the same thing that someone is doing to you, because that reflects on you. I don't care how tired you get. I don't care how tired you get. Yes, use a different strategy, but do not ever stoop low, because that makes you their equal. Don't. Please don't. We don't need no looting. We don't need no one breaking, and no, because that means that people can get arrested. It does not matter what race, creed, sex, whatever. When people go low, you go high, okay? You go high, because that does not stagnate your spiritual growth. That just means that people have control over you. And I'm doing this live because I wasn't going to even make a video today. But yeah, when people go low, you go high. So looting places, robbing places, that's no excuse. So you will reap the consequences for your actions that you have no business doing. It does not matter how mad or angry, or that just means that they have control over your mind. I need y'all to transcend that energy, and it's not easy. And it may not be easy in that moment, But also, I already said this yesterday, stop passing through traumatic videos. For all the people who are not of color, and you have people, you have friends, it doesn't even matter if you have a friend that is a person of color. Just because it's not happening to you and your family and your race, that don't mean we don't help one another. And I don't know how many times this has to be said. So I'm making this video because now any big corporations or just people who are maybe idolized or just don't speak up about it or aren't allies for people of humanity, then what is your purpose? You know, we're supposed to be serving all of each other, and you may not understand what you don't understand. We have to ask. You know, that's like me seeing a child walking in the street all by itself, and everybody's just walking past and not asking questions. It does not matter what color the child is. Someone needs to help to find that child, you know, parent or guardian, or just get that child to a safe place. And we all need to stand together. I don't have all the answers. I don't know all the answers. But for us to ascend and not to go low, you know, don't try to figure out derogatory names or remarks or responses that you can give back. Yeah, I know you're angry and you're mad. I understand that. I could tell you all about anger. I can tell you about that. I've been through that. But you can transmute that anger and turn it into a power. You know, that makes you more powerful, and use that power for a higher good, for a greater good. And that's what we need to do. So whoever does not stand behind all of humanity, then you will fall. I wouldn't buy if you're not able to buy from people who, you know, if it's not a necessity and the people aren't backing up all of humanity, and is not here to be allies for the greater good of humanity, then we don't support people then. We don't support people who, you know, is not for the greater good. We're going to stop voting for politicians out of fear. We're going to make people show us who they are. But we also have to do the inner work as well. We also have to be truthful about the times where we didn't stand up in certain situations. It could be minute. It could be something at your job, something in your family. When didn't you speak out? When did you watch something? It's all energy. You know, it comes back like that. This is really an energy game, and I really don't have nothing much else to say, but the revolution will not be televised. Like, so serious. But this time is coming anyway. We don't need to be violent. Protect yourself, but we don't need to be violent. You know, fight fire with water. Fire with fire does not work. Fighting fire with water, the water puts the fire out. Okay? So we have to be more strategic on how everyone is doing things and how everyone is making moves, because there are people in biracial relationships. So no, it's not about your skin folk and all that. No, but you will stand up for people who look like you, and you will stand up for what is right for all of humanity. And that's it. I think that's it. Like, it's time to not find a reason to actually care. That's just in our nature. We're supposed to care. We're supposed to care. If you want somebody to love you and care for you, you have to do it for yourself so that you're able to be selfless. So if you can't care and give anything else to anyone else, please don't expect the universe. Don't ask the universe. Don't ask the divine. Don't ask for that manifestation when you can't do it for someone else. And you're wondering, well, why? Why? Let's look at how we're exchanging. It's supposed to be reciprocity. This is just like, it's ugly. It's ugly. It ain't nothing new, but it's ugly because it's just thrown all over the social media. It's just ugly. And then our children is just saying this, and then when you plan to destroy and loot, and, you got to think about, like, is your grandmother or kids in the store or any other life in the store who is just going to a store, or I just need y'all to think before you just allow your emotion. And like I said, I understand when you're angry and that reaction, you want to go into reaction mode, and you want to go, I don't care. They did it, and stop. Who's your master? Who got the power over you? And that's when you got to think. You're being programmed. Because now that puts you on the same side as them, on the wrong side. And then you're going to have consequences. And then you can't say, well, because they did it. No. Just because somebody does something, we all individual, we're all different. We all have our own innate gifts and talents. We're all different for a reason. We're not here to follow one another into destruction. So let's do better at maybe strategizing on which way we can do things, because putting more hate with more hate just adds up to more hate. Love is not a punk. Unconditional love is not weak, is actually strength. It takes a lot of strength. It takes work. That's why fear and hate is easy. You could sit here and say, oh, I hate you real quick. And you can conjure up all those emotions and those reactions. That's quick, right? That's real quick. That's easy. That's the easy route. That's the punk route. If you really want to keep it 100, that's the punk route. But when you can do it from unconditional love because you have it for yourself and your family and another person, and to think with your heart and logically, align it, your mind with your heart, and say, you know what? Let me take myself out my feelings and maybe look at this at the whole, the whole 360. And let's see which way we can go. Because if we keep throwing out hate, we just not doing anything else but destroying. Not saying don't speak out and don't do something. But like I said, fighting fire with fire is just like more fire and more smoke. So we need to fight fire with water. Water is just going to kill that fire. So, yeah. I love you guys. And really think about that. Let's not throw more hate out there. Let's stop trying to fight fire with fire. Let's fight fire with water. If you can dump water on fire, that's it. It's over. Finito. I love y'all. Peace.